toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, as we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Blackwell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Florida State's offense will come out first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Seminoles are facing 3rd and inches. Motion from the wide receiver. Running to Green. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's caught. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Seminoles heading quickly to the line. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short game there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Using his legs to buy some time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Man, I'll tell you, this quarterback has got things you simply cannot coach. How about that situation? 3rd, it's a passing situation. The defense knows that they do a great job in coverage, but this guy just has tools. He's got physical attributes and speed and elusiveness, things he can't coach, that allows him to go pick up the first down and keep the offense on the field.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
The Noles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Touch pass on the right. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Davis. He's going to keep it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfectly.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with wide receivers so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The throw to the outside is complete. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Sets up the screen. Makes him talk to the hand. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He'll do it himself. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
From the gun, the ground game. The ball pops out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Catch in the middle. It's Williams. All the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry, and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready. A little more space.
They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so, they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off. They're up by 28 over Marshall. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Castellanos. There's the pressure. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Seminoles decide to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes that Alabama offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. this drive from the 30-yard line. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Horton. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Quick completion on the out. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job of handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Alabama.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dome. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now they'll try the right side. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Reads it, fires complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. In the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Alabama!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Boy, the defense clamped down on that 3rd down completion and didn't allow him to get forward at all.
You're right, Reese. It looked like they were anticipating a quick throw, and you saw everybody so alert, and they were able to rally to the ball.
And the returner goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. This quarterback part of their running game. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeps it on the draw.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great sailor. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point,
lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Bama! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 28 over Marshall. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air, it's Castellanos. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
With the catch, it's Williams.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, try and pick up some positive yards.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's White. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give is to Miller. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll keep it on the ground to start the 2nd half. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They feed him again. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air, it's Simpson. Buying some time. Got a man, it's Bernard. Knocked off his feet. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Unloads quickly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Young. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Going up top again. Turns it loose deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense has to find more plays. Man, they've given up some big plays, and they haven't played well so far. They've dug themselves a hole. They need some more of these. They need some more stops. Playing the football in the air a little bit better. Don't give up the big plays. Maybe force a few turnovers. This defense has got to get their offense a spark.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away.
Number 43 on to punt it away.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes that Alabama offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab, it's White. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. They'll move the wide receiver. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his man, it's Robinson. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the 1st down.
The Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his leg, it's Washington. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. In the red area, it's Washington. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That's caught. It's White. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Horton. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Lewis. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the 2nd level of the defense. It'll make that completion a whole lot easier.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Crimson Tide, a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker in the ground.
The #1 goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had zero impact in this game.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. David, they couldn't... that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start from...
It's a seam wide open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Bringing the heat. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Quarterback making checks. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll toss it to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. Never a doubt. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so, they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Turning on the Jets. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happen.
Oh, a lot of space. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. On his feet at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
We got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for a first down.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Fires it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Defense playing a bail technique. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. And if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.